What is the impact of COVID-19 on political, cultural, and economic aspects of society? A lot of us have been facing different dilemmas that caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. We are facing a global health crisis like any in the 75-year history of the United Nations, one that is killing people, spreading human suffering, and upending people's life. But this is much more than a health crisis. It is a human, economic, political, cultural, and social crisis. This COVID-19 pandemic is attacking societies at their core. Impacts of COVID-19 on political aspects of society. The COVID-19 pandemic has had profound effects on the different places all around the globe. The governments have mobilized public and private resources to control community spread. Voluntary social distancing measures have been introduced, as well as more aggressive lockdowns and quarantines. International travel has fallen precipitously. All of this has taken place in a region that generally suffers from the inadequate social services and incomplete welfare coverage. By the response of the government about the COVID-19 vaccination was not easy as they think it is. A lot of people don't want to get vaccinated because they think it will only worsen the situation and can make them die earlier. Because they see a lot of news about the negative effects of the vaccine. In the other side of the coin, there's also a lot of people agree to get vaccinated to being protected by the COVID-19 virus. Impact of COVID-19 on cultural aspects of society. As the pandemic rises, the culture that we are adapting has evolved into a new ways of living. Even social gatherings and important occasions such as birthdays, reunion, New Year, Christmas, and other gatherings is not allowed due to the pandemic. All the occasions become limited because of the pandemic. A lot of people now are into technologies like cell phone to communicate our loved ones and to not get bored because of the lockdown and quarantine. Most of the people celebrates occasions in a form of video call or Google Meet, which we are not sanay sa mga ganyang klase ng pag-celebrate. A lot of the culture that we are getting used to become less and less due to the unpredictable circumstances. The impact of COVID-19 to economic aspect of society. Pandemics cause a short-term fiscal impact and a long-term economic impact on the nation around the world. Efforts to curb the pandemic include imposing quarantine, preparing health facilities, isolating infection cases, and tracing contacts involve public health resources, human resources, and implementation costs. Economic shocks are common during pandemics due to the shortage of labor because of illness, rise in mortality, and fear-induced behavior. Other than labor shortage, disruption of transportation, closed down of workplace, restricted trade and travel, and closed land borders are reason for the pandemic economic slowdown.